Have you ever started reading a book or watching a film and felt completely captivated by the very first moment, utterly drawn into its world? That instant connection often comes from carefully chosen words that paint a vivid picture in your mind, sparking your imagination immediately. It is not just about what happens first, but how beautifully and precisely that first moment is described. To craft an engaging opening with descriptive language, you need to immerse your reader directly into the sensory experience of your story's beginning. This means focusing on details that appeal to sight, sound, smell, touch, and even taste, allowing your audience to feel present in the scene. A strong opening uses these sensory inputs to establish the mood, hint at the setting, and introduce the character's immediate situation without overwhelming the reader with too much information at once. The core mechanism behind effective descriptive openings is evoking an emotional response. When you describe something, you are not just stating facts, you are translating a feeling or an atmosphere. By choosing precise nouns and evocative verbs, and then enhancing them with carefully selected adjectives and adverbs, you create an image that resonates emotionally. This careful selection builds a bridge between the reader's imagination and the world you are creating, making the story feel personal and immediate from the outset. So, how can you put this into practice? Start by identifying the single most striking sensory detail in your opening scene and build outwards from there. Instead of simply saying, "The room was dark," describe the heavy velvet curtains that drank the morning light, or the scent of stale coffee clinging to the air. Focus on active verbs that convey movement or state with power, like the wind shrieked instead of the wind was loud. Consider the perspective of your viewpoint character. What would they notice first, and how would they perceive it? This personal lens makes descriptions more meaningful and authentic. An insider tip for truly impactful openings is to engage in what is called micro-tension, where even small, seemingly insignificant details hint at a larger conflict or mystery. For example, a character adjusting a watch strap might seem mundane, but if that watch is described as having a cracked face or a faint, ticking sound, it subtly injects unease. This technique transforms passive description into an active element of storytelling, inviting the reader to lean in and ask what is happening. By layering these small, intriguing details, you build anticipation and curiosity, compelling them to read on. Ultimately, an engaging opening crafted with descriptive language does more than just set the scene. It creates an immediate, visceral connection with your audience. By carefully selecting sensory details and using vivid, active words, you invite them to experience your story rather than just observe it. This powerful immersion builds a foundation of curiosity and emotional investment, ensuring that your narrative begins not just with words, but with a fully realized world for your readers to explore.